Hey, all right, here we go. Mr. Esposito, it is August, Thursday. It is Thursday, August 25th.
25th.
And we'll jump right in. Okay, in Math 6 today, we went over our homework. Our homework was about exponents, and then we also had some factor trees in there. And some kids had some questions about factor trees. So I just wanted to show you this right here. This is a factor tree, moms and dads, and caregivers, and anyone who children live with. If you take the number, for instance, 462, and you break it down with using a factor tree, you just start breaking it down. 2 times 221, right there. See how Mr. Esposito was pointing at it? That'll give you 462. So you break it down into numbers that can be multiplied. Now the 2 is a prime number, so we circle it. But 221 can continue. So how do you get 221? Sorry, that's 3 times 77. No, is that? Sorry, that's pushing it. It is. Let me just check. Yeah, 3 times 77. The 3 is a prime number. We circle it. 77 can be broken down into 11 times 7. 11 and 7 are both prime, so we circle them. That right there is a factor tree. And then you could take 7 times 11 times 3 times 2, and you would have 462. Okay? Now the other one I have there is 228, and that can be broken into 2 times 114. 2 is prime, so we break 114 down into 2 times 57. 2 is prime, we circle it. 57 can be broken down to 3 times 19. Then we have all our prime numbers. So that's what we were doing in class today. We were just reviewing that. Now, so no homework tonight in Math 6. But Math 7, we do have homework because we're doing order of operations, and they need a lot of practice on that. So we started the order of operations today. A lot of them already are familiar with it. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. That's how you remember parentheses, exponents, multiply and divide from left to right, and then add, subtract from left to right.
Don't forget this rule that he's pointing out, moms and dads.
Left to right,
left to right. Most of us moms and dads, I'm a father myself, not a mom. But my kids, I get excited when they say, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. You get excited. And we forget, there's one more little rule to it. And that's what he's trying to reinforce right now.
That's right. When you get to after the parentheses and exponents, you get to the multiply and divide. You cannot multiply everything first and then divide whatever you see. Because if divide comes first before multiply, you have to divide first. It's multiply, divide from left to right. Then it's add and subtract from left to right. Okay? And your homework on page 40, 22 through 27, just a couple of extra problems. So those Math 7 parents out there, if you're watching this, their homework tonight is on page 40, 22 to 27. Tell them, and I've told them this a bunch in class, please excuse my dear, multiply, divide, left to right, Aunt Sally, add, subtract, left to right. That is very important. I want you guys to remember that. Science.
Mr. Esposito, what are we doing today in science? Well, yesterday I gave some notes on science safety symbols. What is a science safety symbol? Well, if you take their science books, they open it up. I pointed this out to them yesterday. The very first page here is science safety symbols. Many states won't even let anybody do anything in the science class until they learn these science safety symbols. Whether they're going to actually do things with these symbols or not, they're expected to know what they are. Okay? So we went over these yesterday. I told them there'd be a quiz tomorrow. We went over them yesterday. Last night they had a homework assignment to go home and actually make a poster of one of these symbols stating some of the problems with these and what they should do in the science lab with this symbol, what they should not do when they see these symbols, some of the remedies, some of the precautions, and some of the examples that might be used in a classroom or in a laboratory with these science symbols. Most of them had it. You're going to look in their Cornell notes and you're going to see a stamp. It's a little red stamp. If that red stamp is there, that means your son or your daughter did a great job and they had it done for homework. If you don't see that stamp, that means they didn't do it for homework and they tried to skip and do it in class before I collected it, or they got it done at the end of class after I collected it, which means they didn't do it for homework. So they can have a beautiful paper in front of them, but if there's no stamp on it, that means they did a great job, but they did it after it was due.
That's
okay?
good. You know, the whole purpose of that, keep them accountable.
Yes,
Just
keep them accountable.
Get it done.
And not only that, moms and dads, we're not keeping them accountable, but Mr. Esposito, I'm keeping you accountable. So look at their Cornell notes and see, are you doing your work? Because Mr. Esposito didn't put a stamp on this. Therefore, I want to make sure you do your work on time next time, so when you get to Mr. Esposito's class, I see that stamp and you're caught up on things.
Procedures are very important.
Procedures are very, very important.
Yes.
Very important. This is what the quiz is going to look like tomorrow. I'm going to do it fast so nobody tries to stop the screen and then,
Pause.
and pause, and then see. All right. So this is going to be the quiz for tomorrow. We already went over this whole entire format today in class. Plus, I gave them some notes, and all those notes are going to be on the left-hand side, and they can study all those science safety symbols. They're going to come in tomorrow. They're going to actually take on paper everything that we went over in class, and then we're going to take these and their Cornell notes, and we're going to staple this to the right-hand side. Okay?
Yeah.
And that's what you should be looking for tomorrow. Okay?
That's good.
Okay. So first quiz grade is going to be tomorrow, where we should have 4 grades into their teacher, what do you call that? The grade book.
Just the grade book, yeah, whatever it's called, the grade book.
The grade book. You'll be able to go online and see 2 grades today. Tomorrow there should be 4 grades.
Wow.
Just to let you know. So if they come home and say there's no grades, look on the website. They should have 4 grades in there.
Yes, and in mine,
Right.
you should have about 3 grades right now.
Okay.
They're all homework grades. Great job. Okay, so tomorrow in math, one more thing. Fantastic 5 quiz. You can't study for it, but if you've been taking your notes right, you're going to do 100%.
And moms and dads, another thing you have to remember, sometimes Mr. Goff and Mr. Esposito, we have to talk a lot. We have to talk really fast when we're doing our videos. We only have so much time to make the video because we have to make them each day in between classes, okay?
Or at the end of the day.
Or at the end of the day. So sometimes we might even play a video fast forward and it might sound like this.
That's right. Okay, have a good Thursday afternoon. See you tomorrow on Friday.